Hi everyone, I'm Fralise and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all well. I've been so insanely busy these past few days that I have had like no time to do fuck all. I didn't get to read, well actually no, that's a lie. I read a bit and I read an awesome duet and it like moved me so much that I couldn't read the day after. So I took a break and then I'm reading again, but I've not been able to do anything towards filming my next video, which is my favorite series of 2021. But I finally have some time, literally 5 days later, pretty mad at myself, but here we are. So like I said, today's video will be my favorite series of 2021, and you might notice some things behind me. I got my book ordered yesterday. I am so happy, so happy. I ordered it December 13th. Didn't come till January 14th. That's okay. Amazon Prime is not Prime. But I'm just so happy that it's here, honestly. I'm glad that today's video was delayed because most of the books I'll talk about are right there. I'm gonna grab them off the shelves and then we'll talk about my favorite series of 2021. This is hilarious. Literally all of them are included in this video. This is perfect! So I guess we're gonna start with the Midnight Mayhem series by Amo Jones. First up, look at these goddamn covers. I thought there was debris on the book first because of like the fire. Not debris, completely fine. This one is the first book in the series, In Peace Lies Havoc. I just realized I'm talking about the wrong one! This one is the first book in the series. This is In Peace Lies Havoc, and this follows Dove and Kingston. So this was awesome. I loved it, and there was a really big turn at the end that just made it even better, honestly. I did not see it coming. It wasn't executed in the perfect way, but I don't know, I love anything Amo writes. So the first one is In Peace Lies Havoc, the second one is In Fury Lies Mischief, and it's a companion novel series. This follows Killian, and it's not his best friend, that's all I know. Saskia, yeah, but it's not Killian's best friend, because I was rooting for them at first. I love Friends to Lovers. I was actually rooting for Killian and his best friend to be together at first, and then we find out she's lesbian. Go her. But I did love the person she ended up with too. And then the last book is In Silence She Screams, and goddamn, I love this book. It's about Lilith, Eli, and Kieran. I can never ever forget them. But yeah, this is an MFN. Because they're all in one relationship. They're not like separate relationships, right? Hold it very dear. So yeah, this book series, the Midnight Mayhem series, is up here for fucking sure. And my next two are the Love Kills trilogy. Don't have the third one, obviously, but this is a trilogy and all the books are out. So this is the Love Kills trilogy by Brianna Jean. I love her. Honestly, I found her from a random YouTube video, and I'm so happy I did. And I instantly picked this book up. I picked up Why Are You Here first. Gorgeous, gorgeous cover. Stunning. I picked it up because it's a rockstar romance. Didn't know it was going to be a trilogy. I actually thought it was a standalone, but fucking hell, these books are awesome. They keep falling. This is our first book, Why Are You Here? Gorgeous, gorgeous cover. And then we have You Said You Wouldn't. Last book, the one that came out December 14th, is Even If We Fight. Perfect trilogy, perfect ending. I was so sad to see it go, but at the same time, I am very excited to move on to Faroa, or I think I'm saying his name right, because it is a bit of a love triangle. It is a bit of a love triangle, and I'm so excited for his book. Not as much for Frankie's. I didn't love her. She's a girl boss for sure, but she wasn't my favorite. But yeah, amazing author, amazing books, gorgeous, gorgeous books, and definitely a favorite read of 2021. Another gorgeous ass cover. Spoiler alert, all the books I own now have gorgeous, gorgeous covers. Not gonna get it if I don't like it. Yeah, it just won't be on my shelf if it doesn't have a good cover. But yeah, The Predator. This actually, I don't know, I think I love The Reaper more. So this is a trilogy. The first two are about Dante. The first two are about Tristan and Marana. And then the last one follows Dante and Amara. So cute. It's a Friends to Lovers book. The first two are Enemies to Lovers by Runyx. Sorry. It's called the Darkverse series. It's mafia. It's awesome. Written in third person, which I thoroughly fucking enjoyed. It contributed to it so much. Once you get past like struggling a little to read it and like understand that it's in third person, so good. so good. The fourth book comes out on January 19th, so just a few days after this video will be out. So I highly recommend you give this a try. Highly, highly, highly. Okay, and this big ass books. Oh my god. There's 4 books. That are like spaced out in the series. This is the Devil's Night series by Penelope Douglas. So you have Corrupt, which is about Rika and Michael. Fucking hated it. Awful. But essential to read to understand the plot. And then you have Hideaway by the same author. Follows Kai and Banks. Loved it. Fucking loved it. Way more than the first one. And Kill Switch. Favorite. Nightfall is really close behind. This follows Winter and my baby Damon. I found Winter really hot too. So this was awesome. It's thick too. Like, so then Nightfall, the 4th book, there's a novella in between some of them, but it's nice to read. You get to see all the characters, and a little essential to the plot, yeah. So this is 725 pages. This, I read this in like 30 hours, just over 24 hours. Loved it. A lot of people didn't like it because they thought it was drawn out, too long. Yeah, some parts of it are, but I fucking love the characters. Okay, yeah, that's all I have for paperbacks. This entire haul was like $200. So it feels really insignificant when you're holding them, you know? But it wasn't. Next series that I read in 2021 that I fucking loved. And I didn't actually love the beginnings. I didn't love the beginning. This is another series by Amo Jones. This is the Elite Kings Club. And to me, the first 3 books sucked. Essential for the plot, yes. Hate Bishop and Madison. They kind of redeemed themselves to me in Ruined Castles, but the first 2 books are just like a high school bully romance, and that's just not really my thing right now. But the entire series, together as a whole, 5-star. 5-star. I think for me, it's really the feeling of like nostalgia from that found family that even I fucking found. Like, they found themselves as found family, right? But I found them as found family. Just get past the 3 first books. Once you pass those, it gets so much better. Uphill climb from there. Loved it. Definitely deserves to be on this list. Amo Jones, I'll just read anything she writes. Next up, we have the Kingmakers series by Sophie Lark. You see how I like smile every time I say the book name? Like, it just brings back so many good memories. I read this 4-book series. 5-book, actually. There is another one that was a highly requested book that Sophie Lark didn't plan to have in the series, but added on because of popular demand for it. But that comes in March, I think. Yeah, so this is a Mafia series. Apparently, it's a mix between Harry Potter, Mafia, and Dark Academia. So I found it a mix between Dark Academia and Mafia, for sure. Never read Harry Potter. The vibes from this book were 100. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. The diversity, not really of the characters, but I don't actually remember that. It didn't stand out to me. But like the diversity of the plot in the 4 books, awesome. You got a friends to lovers, you got an enemies to lovers, you got a like forced relationship. And Sophie Lark is just really good at writing strong heroines, and I love that. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite all-time Mafia series. Phenomenal, loved it. And next is the Mindfuck series by ST Abbey. Am I supposed to say Mindf? I really love this book. It's about a female serial killer and an FBI agent. And the heroine in this book is the serial killer, not the guy, which was so refreshing. It's actually, I don't know if you can really count it as a series. It's a book of 5 really short novellas that are like somewhere from 60 to 150 pages, which actually made it super easy to like read and digest. I finished this 5 books in 3 days. I was on the edge of my seat when Logan figured out that she was a serial killer. I was so waiting for it, and it fully delivered, honestly. So yeah, the Mindfuck series, loved it. And lastly, before we go on to our honorable mentions, we have the All in Men series by Gianna Darling. And this is MC romance, which is not something I usually do. Like, I don't purposefully not read MC just because it says it's an MC romance, but I don't always love it. I did enjoy this a lot. And the first 2 books, mainly the second one, have a huge age gap. Actually, the first one, not so much. No, kind of all of them have an age gap, which is not something I'm always comfortable with, especially if the guy is like over 40. Fuck no. It's just not something I'm comfortable with. That's totally fine. A lot of people love it, and I think that's awesome. Yeah, I loved this series. Not fully the second book, because that one does have a huge age gap. But the rest of the series was phenomenal. My faves are book 3 about Tanner or Lion and HR, Harley Rose. And then Nova and Lila, I think it's book 5. And then Bia and Priest, which is book 7. They are so good, and I'm so pumped for the next one to come out. Now, I don't know if you guys count duets as series. I kind of do. Like on Goodreads, I just put them in one bookshelf. My honorable mentions will include a few duets. So first we have the Dark Eyes duet by Karina Halle. So good. It's really dark. This is a paranormal romance, and it's awesome. I don't normally read paranormal, but I loved this. And then I have another series that I love. I'm not going to mention because of the author, which sucks. The Fated duet by Liza James. Loved it. Bangers. And I think there's another one coming out. Another paranormal. There's a few in here, which I'm not a fantasy person at all. But these were great. So since I'm filming this on the 15th, I have some from 2022 that I've already read that I know are going to be in my wrap-up for this year, next year. That's fucked. First, we have the Morally Questionable series by Veronica. I kind of stalked her on Instagram. She doesn't have the biggest following, so even if I don't like a lot of the series, I'm still gonna talk about it because she deserves to be talked about. These are just solid books. I've read 2 from her, and I have the rest of the Morally Questionable series on my TBR, another standalone from her. This is about a female serial killer too, but she's an assassin or a hit woman for the Bratva. Like, what? The way Veronica writes is just a little slow and hard for me to get through, like not as easy for me to read. But other than that, this was phenomenal. It was phenomenal, and it was also a relationship in trouble, so loved it. And then right now, I'm reading the Hangman? Is that how you say it? By Tillie Cole, and I'm on book 2 right now. So fucking good. I hate cults. I have a trigger with cults. But just to say, my triggers are religion and cult. Fuck out of here. This has cult in it. Like the heroines for the first few books at least are from a cult, and they're rescued by an MC club. So I was going into this not gonna rate it based on how I felt because I knew I would be triggered. I didn't get triggered that much. I was shocked. I devoured this thing. So good. Last night, 60% in an hour and a half. So, but I was expecting triggers. I was expecting to be so triggered I had to put it down. Didn't fucking happen. I was shocked. Probably gonna get triggered in the rest of the series, but I love pushing my boundaries. If I get triggered, I move away from it. Like I said, MC isn't my thing, but these 2 series that I mentioned in this video are the shit. That's all of my fave series from 2021, and now I have them in paperback! I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and comment down below which ones you have read. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and have a great day.